Now introducing the starting lineup for
Let's go, baby. Hey, let's go now.
Right? Number 2, Michael Lyons.
For you to be one standing in all the time, huh?
I will not stand, I promise. Well, maybe once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
I
time.
won't be talking.
Okay.
I won't be talking to you unless my head is on your shoulder crying a little bit, but that's
Okay.
about it.
Let's have some fun, but hey, I know the competition, we're playing hard.
We are. Thank you very much. Okay, can you hear me? So we all know the deal here, right? These guys are shooters. They want to stand still and shoot. Don't help as much. Stay at home on your man. And remember the process. We want to contest these shots. We don't want to foul any three-point shooters. And that's how we want to focus on. That's it. Don't worry about the result, except for the fact that we need the damn rebounds, okay? We have to get those rebounds on both ends. Got it? And when we do, let's get up the floor and run. Got it? Every time. To show you what we were up against, the Bomb Squad ran beautiful Princeton motion and killed us for the first 10 minutes. Here's a UCLA cut with a simple wraparound back screen, perfect pass, and the layup. There's the Princeton, all right. Michael Lyons lit us up from all over the court, hitting 7 of 10 from three-point land, netting 30 points. Here, we don't get a hand up, but this is longer than a pro 3. Okay, so now we get to see some Princeton offense in action, right? You have to move in a direction, but you can't turn your back to the ball like that. They're going to whiz it right by your ear, okay? Now, if you help that much like the big guys are doing, then your man's going to get a wide open shot. You got to be really much better at closing out on that, okay? Now, after that very beginning, we're okay. Okay? All right, here we go. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. We wanted to push the pace, and Devin Brooks gets into the middle, leaving it for Akin Akingbala. Nice post up, but can't get it to fall. But watch Aaron Mollick come out of nowhere to tip slam this ball. More great Princeton action, high post entry, and watch how the cutter reads the defense. Rather than use the pin down, he cuts back door. The screener then pops out for an open 3. Another benefit of the Princeton is offensive rebounds when the defense is left scrambling to keep up. On this long rebound, Lyons gets a nice hop 3 from the top of the key. Mike! Offensive rebounds, guys! We struggled to put the ball in the hoop early. Off of horns, we get a Michael Ojo corner 3 that is off, but watch Kentwan Smith get us going by flying in from the opposite corner for the reverse tip slam. My goodness. And then he gets the ball in the left corner, nice shot fake, and watch how he avoids the charge by drifting to the middle of the lane and using the backboard. Devin Brooks had a huge game for us with 34 points and 5 assists, and the Bomb Squad could not keep him out of the lane. Here's a simple drop step with a little fade over the big man. A key to defending the Princeton is that you can't fly by for risky steals. If you don't play your position, they will kill you. We were really struggling to stay with the Bomb Squad deep into the first half, but we kept pushing tempo, and it got a nice baseline drive and one by Aaron Mollick, and this gave us some much needed momentum and energy. Nasheed Beard switched out nicely to contest this 3, then got into the act by running straight to the three-point line, where he could take his time, line it up, and knock it down and cut the lead to 2. We have to go small. I think that's our issue here. You ready? Come on. It's over. Sometimes Princeton can stall if the initial action isn't successful. They get a high post split, but their point guard doesn't quite sell the screen before cutting back door, enabling us to smother that attack. This doesn't flow into much as Fletcher cuts to the top and in the way. This led to Lyons uncharacteristically isolating, and AJ Gaspora gave us a huge lift during this stretch with this charge. Yeah! Let's go, get it out! And Devin Brooks got going from the outside against their 1-2-2 zone with a nice hop into a long 3. Against their zone, we want to be able to drive baseline and kick back out after they collapse. Notice how all 5 players are below the dotted line. This gets Brooks another open shot on a nice look from Mollick. Every so often, the Bomb Squad lost their patience and took a quick, bad shot, which played right into our hands since we wanted to push tempo as much as possible. Again, they cannot keep Brooks out of the paint, and that opens up an easy corner 3 for Aaron Mollick. With only 4 practices, it was hard to put in a tightly structured offense. And here's an example of basic flow motion based on good spacing and willing passing. Against their 2-3 zone, we used dribble penetration again to collapse it, and their failed attempt at taking a charge leaves the rim open for a really nice Aaron Mollett slam, cutting it to 1.
We have an effort problem getting back, okay? And they're going right to the corners, and we're kind of lucky we're in a good situation right now, because they got a lot of shots they wanted, okay? So we got to stop getting by on our good looks and start getting back on defense a lot better. We also are going to go small, because they're small and they're faster. We got to keep up with them. So to start the second half, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? I'm going to get you in and out. You'll get plenty of rest. Don't worry about it, okay? You're going to be flying in and out. So, but we have to be able to get back, talk, know we're guarding, and stop that easy pass, right? We're doing okay once they start moving it a little bit. We're doing fine, okay? But it's that two pass, boom, wide open that are killing us. The last part of the puzzle is defensive rebounding got better, but that was what gave them an early lead. We gave them offensive rebounds on like half of their possessions to start. We have to end that. We do that, we're fine. We win going away, okay? We are better than them, we have more talent than them, and that's all we have to rely on, all right? We have a disadvantage. These guys have clearly played together, you know, before.
I didn't want to make too many changes. I think we adjusted really well. The guys got into it, and I think we got it. You know, they were up by like 12 points at one point.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I think we're all right. I don't want to do too much.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, let's do it. This game is going to be won on the defensive end, okay? The more times that we have a contest on those shots, the better chance we have of winning. The offense is going to take care of itself, all right? We did really well after that opening. All we got to do is make sure they work on offense when they're on offense. You ready? All right, guys, this is it right here. Let's turn it up. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Down 3 early in the second half, you can see our pistol action on the right side. We missed the opportunity to swing it and attack on the other side, but Brooks started heating up off this isolation and rattles home another long 3. Our defense also tightened up on their quick cuts. Smith stepped in for the steal, and we were off to the races. While Brooks can't hit the floating left-handed layup, Kentuan Smith got right into the rim for the putback and our first lead of the second half. Anthony Stover got into the act with a drag screen for Brooks, who imposed his will with his driving. Because we had shooters spotted up on the left side, there was no help and he gets an easy 2. It's possible fatigue started setting in for the bomb squad because this contested long 3 came before they could run any of their good stuff. And it allowed us to push the ball up to our 3-point line where Kentuan Smith could get an open 3 when their transition defense never rotated to pick him up. Charles Hinkle got into the act as well with this great deflection as he hustled back on D, then turned around and sprinted hard. Gorgeous find by Devin Brooks, and Hinkle turns this into an and 1, and we started feeling good about ourselves. On this out of bounds, we tried to run the elevator from Mollett, but since it was a zone, it's not the cutter that's open, it's the screener. Watch how Stover gets great position. Unfortunately, we throw the ball away, but credit to Hinkle for not giving up, getting the steal in the open court, and finding Michael Ojo on the wing, who does his Jamal Crawford impersonation by hitting the 3 and getting fouled.
Yeah! Hey, now I'm having fun, Phil.
The Bomb Squad's offense started getting a little ragged with under 10 minutes to go, as the precise cutting was replaced by more long isolations. That said, this 3 by Lions was ridiculous. Great defense, better offense. After our brief lead, the Bomb Squad didn't give up, taking the lead when they rediscovered their offensive ball movement, catching Akeen and Aaron both moving with the cutter, enabling the screener Keith Marion to get his only bucket of the game and a 4-point lead.
Well, boys, we're going to earn our money today.
This was when Devin Brooks took over, by just pulling from 30 feet and hitting nothing but net to cut it to 1.
It's a good game.
It is a good game.
Our baseline out of bounds play was designed to get a double screen for a 3-point shot on the right wing, but the progression then allows the high screener to slip to the hoop, and Anthony Stover takes care of business on the gorgeous pass by AJ Gaspora. We went to high horns down the stretch to allow Devin Brooks to control the game, and he finds Ojo in the corner for yet another 4-point play.
All right, you got a couple seconds for the free throw. Guys, listen, no early shots here. Move the ball. They're going to take time too. They're going to run out of time. You understand how that works?
Lesser teams might have given up at this point, but our opponents were relentless in their execution. On this high post split, watch AJ's angle as he tries to deflect the pass instead of closing straight out on his man. They take advantage of the sliver of daylight and nail the three.
So, we're up 5, we're up 6. Like a one-pass three is not the one we want. Okay? You guys understand that? We want to take time off the clock. We want to get good shots attacking the rim, not just shaking up threes when we're up.
As Devin Brooks picked up this loose ball, we kept pushing the pace, hoping to find an opening for a good shot from the perimeter. Look at this great lefty hook pass right on the money for another Ojo corner three.
Can we make the clock go faster? Isn't there a rule about that? Oh, what's that?
That was close, Toby.
Isn't there like a setting?
With a 3-point lead, we break into high horns again, allowing Devin to isolate the mismatch, and he was feeling it as he hits another long three.
I'll take it.
Devin Brooks for 3.
We made an adjustment out of pistol to get Brooks catching the dribble pitch out of the corner, and before he can even use the inside ball screen, he lets another three fly for a huge 8-point lead.
There's a lot of time left, right? But I like what we did here because they're going to take 15, 20 to do all their crap, right? So the clock is really working against them. We got to help that, okay? We got to get rebound, okay? We got to be strong with that ball. I don't care if they foul you or not. And we got to just take our time on offense, okay? We're going to run straight high pick and roll, run it down, and then high pick and roll. Here we go, to 12. To 12 seconds and pick and roll. Team, 1, 2, 3. All right, hey, Devin, this is your game. Finish it out.
And finally, up by 10 with 2 minutes to go, we run the clock down off of horns before Devin Brooks just takes care of business with this longer than NBA 3-point shot that iced the game for Team B-Ball Breakdown.
Are you kidding me?
Devin Brooks for 3.
Yeah, baby.
Thanks, Phil. You guys are awesome. Thank you. You guys are fantastic. Really fantastic. You guys are awesome. Really, really awesome stuff. I have as much respect I can give you, man. Awesome stuff. Right. You guys deserve as much respect as I could possibly give you, guys. Thank you. That was terrific.
Good luck.
You're a gamer. Yeah. That's all I can say. That is. Okay. Hey, listen. By any means necessary, right? However we get these wins, and whoever contributes and plays the most and plays the least, doesn't matter, right? The only goal here is to get to the next day and play tomorrow, right? You have to understand that, okay?
You can only control what you can't control. You can't control the refs, you can't control all that stuff. Just take care of you, and if every guy's taking care of themselves, good shit's gonna happen.
From what, here's a story of him seeing me back in college when I was playing at UCLA. And just from how he described me on the court, just let me know, okay, he sees this game down to where a lot of coaches don't see it, all the little details. And he breaks it down, like it says, B-ball breakdown, breaks it down perfectly. And for him to come to me and say, I like this X, Y, Z about your game, which not very many coaches have come and said to me before, I know, okay, he sees it the way it's other people.
Is it giving away a trade secret to tell us what it was that he liked, or like?
Well, the story goes, I got to go to UCLA practice when he was a freshman at UCLA, was getting no playing time. All you get to see was in the drills. So I was watching these things, and they had some of the other players that were more popular and better and playing a lot. But he really stood out for his tenacity. He was kind of mean, actually. And he would grip that ball and get it. And that I like, especially at the D1 level, because that's, what sets you apart. So I remember telling the assistant coach after the practice that, the guy that I was really impressed with was Stover. And he looked at me like I was crazy, right? And so he didn't get to play at all. Then all of a sudden, like maybe toward the end of the year, somebody got hurt, whatever, he got played, and he was like killing guys. And I felt really good about that because I said, okay, something I saw must have translated really well. And unfortunately, his coaches, for whatever reason coming in, didn't see it. But that was what was so. It's almost like kismet that you come up at the last second and joined our team, and here we are, and you were so instrumental in helping us in that back line.
Like you saw us grow as a team throughout that game. The first 10 minutes, we were kind of disjointed. We weren't getting the shots we wanted. We were missing a lot of easy shots, and then as we eased into the game, we got more familiar with each other. Even though we did have a few practices beforehand, but as you guys know, there's no way to really simulate like live 5-on-5 play, full court, really exerting yourself.
The biggest thing when you're coaching is to figure out who to play with whom. And that's something that you usually have 10, 12 games in the beginning of the year to figure out. And we as a coaching staff had no idea who fit with who better. So we were struggling as well in that beginning to figure out, okay, how are we going to line up, how are we going to match up? And I think we finally kind of solved it and got some guys in there that played well together. And it was just a team effort. Everybody came in and everybody did something special that really helped us win. And as a triangle offense coach, when I watch someone like them play the Princeton offense like that, I mean, I know I'm supposed to be rooting against them, but man, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful to watch, even from the other side, and even though it's frustrating. And I can't give enough credit to those guys for playing, and they didn't give up for a second. And we're just, as tough as we could imagine. So I only hope it gets easier from that.
To be honest, I don't know how open I was just in the zone. I just knew I was going to shoot when I get the ball. I just didn't care who was guarding me. I don't know how far he was away from me. I just said, I'm hot, I'm shooting, and it was falling. So
the most important thing to me is making sure that everybody's in the moment and that we are present in a way that there isn't anger and disappointment coming out. And that's what I would tell them. I say, if you get your hand up and they make that three, which they did a lot, there's no hanging your head. There's no bad body language there because they're going to make shots. And the show must go on. You must play through those things. And that's the testament to who's going to win this tournament, is who can overcome more of those bad calls, threes in your face, you crossover, falling down, right? All those things. And that's what I need to impart to them as much as anything, is that it just has to, the next game, the next moment is there for you to make it right.
Here we go. 9:30 more, fellas.
Ready, team, on three, ready. 1, 2, 3!